All right, guys. It wasn't too bad after all. Toaster strudel, you know. And of course, I'm talking about the non-burnt one. You thought I was gonna eat that burnt? You thought I was gonna eat that burnt toaster strudel? You're out of your mind. I actually just got back from running down the street. I found this homeless guy by the park, and I tried giving him the burnt toaster strudel, but he didn't want it. And I was like, dude, I'll give you $5 if you take it off my hands. I can't stand the sight of it anymore. He looked at me like I was crazy, you know. I'm pretty sure he couldn't walk, but he got up and walked away. Like, I mean, seriously. But anyway, yeah, no, kids, don't ever burn your toaster strudels. It's a lifelong regret. That burnt toaster strudel tasted so bad. I'm not even kidding. I seriously was trying to have like an uplifting snack, you know, nothing too heavy, something a little light. Nope. Well, you guys, I'm making this video because I'm a little bored, and I had a friend. I had a friend one time. I had this friend once, and then he wasn't my friend because he dematerialized into the abyss, you know. Yeah, so had to let the dog out. I'm making this video because I want to show. Actually, I have a friend who wanted to see my tattoos and know like the meaning of them. He literally said, "What's the meaning of this?" And I said, "Well, buddy, I can't just tell you so quickly, you know." Anyway, no. These are all the tattoos I have. And this one. Okay, we're gonna get a little funny with the camera, so don't hate me here. This one, that's my first one. That's from the band Anne Berlin, which is one of my favorite bands ever. Christian rock, if you want to call it rock, alternative, I don't know. Anyway, they were my favorite band since I was. You guys are getting the whole story today. Yeah, you're getting the whole story. So, you know, buckle up. It's gonna be a 45-minute video. I started listening to Anne Berlin in like 2005 or 6. And this is back when iTunes was a thing and people would buy songs off of iTunes, but it had just started coming out. And I didn't have iTunes or an iPod because I was not a cool kid. I had like some kind of Sony thing, Sony MP3 player, but Sony Connect that was Sony's attempt to compete with iTunes, and that was its purchasing platform. It was its music store, Sony Connect. And they had these. You could get these coupons in the grocery store for a free music download via the Connect store, right? And I was a cashier at Acme, and I collected them bad boys. I collected them, and then I took them and I used them. I took them home and I used them. It was not the right thing to do technically, but people didn't know what they're missing, and they didn't really. I kind of just was like, yeah, well, you know, nothing to see here, just some meaningless coupons. And shuffled them aside to myself. But no, I downloaded some songs. But like when I did get iTunes, and I first started downloading some iTunes songs, I got myself like a gift card or something like that, $10 iTunes gift card or something like that. One of the first songs I ever downloaded in my entire life, literally one of the first songs ever, was Paper Thin Hymn by Anne Berlin. And that's still probably one of my favorite songs, period, of all time. Probably has to crack my top 25, top 10 if I'm I don't know. It's just one of the best songs, one of my favorite songs. Such a good song. That's what turned me on to Anne Berlin, because I was looking into Christian rock and stuff like that and different things. And I was like, Anne Berlin, oh, this is cool. It's not Anne Berlin, it's Anberlin. Anne Berlin. Oh, this is cool. So anyway, I listened to Anne Berlin. They put out their monstrous album Cities in 2007, the album that would define most of my young adult life. And that's an emotional thing to say. That's how deep and that's how real it is. I'm actually a little emotional saying that because it's true. But I listened to them, like I said, I got that CD in 2007. That was the year I graduated high school. That's when I started listening to Amberlin pretty much. And then 2014, years later, and a 7-year relationship, including a marriage and divorce later in 2014. Afterwards, they announced that they were breaking up, putting out their last album, and I was like, son of a brick. And in their last album artwork, one of the symbols was this happy-go-lucky, like, hope everything works out sign. And that was like, this is literally like this is the most in-depth I've gone on my tattoos for like ever. Never, ever, anytime anyone asks me, I always kind of like write them off like they're band tattoos or whatever. Because I'm not trying to like glorify them too much. I'm not like, hey, look at my tattoos, bro. But they do have meaning for sure. I've never got to really talk about them this much. But, okay, 6 minutes in. Okay. We'll see what we can do here, guys. But, yeah, it, in a way, symbolized a lot of the things I was going through at the time. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Hope things work out. That's where I was at. And I didn't really realize that. I didn't realize how quintessential this tattoo is for my life at the time. But it did become very much like that. And you get a little emotional thinking about that. That's pretty crazy. First tattoo ever, 2014, Reno, Nevada. All these tattoos minus this one, minus this one, are from Reno, Nevada. This one is from Maryland, and this is from Maryland. Eastern Shore of Maryland, Western Shore of Maryland. Anyway, so that was my first tattoo. Second tattoo I got, another band-related tattoo. It's this one here, this tooth in a jewelry box on my elbow. It's meant to be, I didn't know where to put it, so I put it where I had fun. We had fun with it. And we're like, let's make this sucker interactive, right? Let's do one of these bad boys so it can close. See? Obviously open, close. Tooth in a jewelry box. Another band-related tattoo. It's from my love of the band Every Time I Die, which is a post-hardcore band. I listened to them for a while. Through that time, through probably like 2008 or 9 was when I started really getting into them. Yeah, I started really getting them into them. They were the first show I ever saw. The first concert I ever went to was, it was O Sleeper Architects. It's a loaded show. O Sleeper Architects, Bring Me the Horizon in 2008, like when they're like getting off the ground, when scene girls are freaking out and losing their minds at the peak. We saw Bring Me the Horizon, and then Every Time I Die at that show. Amazing, life-changing show. I'll never be the same. And that's why it was my first show I ever went to. I had to go to one, right? And I went to many others later. I saw Every Time I Die again later on, and they were really good too. But yeah, it's from a song called Tusk and Temper, and it says something. He basically just says, I am the tooth in your jewelry box. But anyway, I thought that was funny and awesome, and I thought it was a really unique and awesome idea for a tattoo, and I was just like, that's so cool. I'm the tooth in your jewelry box. That's so cool. It's like I am this, it's like not like me, but it's like in a way, it's like I am this decrepit thing in your life. And I just like thought I was like, I just love the concept. I thought the concept was really cool. I just thought it was like, that's something you don't hear all the time. And Every Time I Die is they have really good lyrics. Yeah, they're off the wall and they're a hardcore band from Buffalo, New York, but Keith Buckley, their former frontman and lyricist, brilliant lyricist, such a play on words. Everything he did was a play on words, basically. Oh my gosh, so many good songs and lyrics, and I'm glad I got that one. I'm glad about what it's from. I'm glad I got this one too. But yeah, a lot of thought went into those two for sure. Then the next one I got, this was when I was going through phases. I was going through struggles. Wait, actually, I'm not even sure which came next. Oh, shoot. Either my rose came next or my Bible came next. This is a Bible. This was during my atheist stage. My atheist stage. So sad. For real. But you kind of have to go places before you can get to other places, right? You can't go straight there. You have to get through the thorns and the thicket before you can get to the joy. Which came first, the rose or the Bible? I think it was the Bible. No. Wait. This. I honestly can't remember. They're both done by the same artist. But yeah, this is my rose. The lighting. I think they did a pretty good job. This is from 2014 as well. 2014, 2015. It was about $200, which is not bad for the size and the detail. You can still see the red. You can see the shine on the petals. That's pretty cool. The thorns, the leaves are detailed pretty decently. Decent tattoo. I got it because of my Mom Rose, my grandmother. Mom Rose, my paternal grandmother who passed away. This was before she passed away. This is when but I lived in Reno. I lived far away from home. I lived far away from Maryland. And so I just seriously missed her, you know. But so she's a big influence in my life and special. And I got this to honor her. I think that's pretty good, pretty worthy. And then later on, I got this. We'll do this thing here. I got this tattoo, which is kind of tough to see. But it's a Bible. It's kind of old. This is honestly this is the most roughshod of my tattoos, pretty much. Maybe second or third. Second is at least this is number 1 or 2 most roughshod tattoos I have. It's a Bible with a little flower next to it. Holy Bible. It's got the bookmark and everything. But then it has this banner at the top, right? And the banner says naysayer. And the reason I got naysayer was because at the time I was an atheist, or I was a rebel. I was being a rebel. I was being like, oh yeah, I don't believe about that Bible anymore, yo. I don't need no Bible, man. I don't believe in the Bible, bro. That's how I was at the time. And also because I listened to this band called Architects, who I saw in 2009. They became one of my biggest favorite bands later on, which I never would have expected. But no, Architects is an amazing band. They're full of vegans and atheists. No, probably mostly. They're English. But anyway, they have a song called Naysayer. They have a song called Broken Cross. And things that wrestle with religion and stuff like that. They're a metalcore band. But anyway, I love Architects. I don't listen to them all the time. I don't listen to them anymore as much as I used to, for sure. They swear too much. Every Time I Die does too. Amberlin doesn't, like, at all, period. Hence the Christian. Architects is pretty awesome. Architects is awesome, seriously. They got some heavy songs. If you want a heavy song that makes you... They have heavy songs, but they have heavy songs with feelings. The song will hit you, but it'll make you feel something. It'll make you feel something, the lyrics, but then you'll be going so hard to the breakdowns. It's like, oh my gosh, dude, this is insane. So that's Architects for you. Architects is awesome. I've seen them twice, at least. No, I've seen them 3 times. But anyway, loved Architects. So yeah. Anberlin, Every Time I Die, Architects, Mom Rose, and then I got my Anchor. I got my Anchor next. My Anchor is probably one of my favorite tattoos, for sure. Not that I'm a big tattoo enthusiast. Anyway, a guy drew this up. So the guy who did my Bible and my rose, his name was George. And he was a cool dude. And he also played Deaf Heaven, which is now one of my favorite bands. He played the Deaf Heaven album Sunbather, which is one of my favorite albums of all time now. Period. Hard stop. Full stop. One of my favorite albums of all time. He played while he was doing my tattoos. One of them. I think it was the Bible. Can't remember which one it was. Anyway, it was really good. It might have been the Rose. But it was really good. Such a good experience. Lucas, same tattoo shop. Lucas Zinter. He did my my Anchor. He did more than that too. I'll show you more later. But he did my anchor. I got my anchor when I was living in Reno because I wanted to symbolize, I wanted to kind of, I guess, immortalize in a way my roots on the eastern shore of Maryland. There's a lot of water here. Obviously, the rivers, the Chesapeake Bay. People work on the water for a career. I never really thought that these green barnacles would work so well, but they actually do. I love the blue and the green. I think the color he put into the blue, the pattern there, you can't really tell. There's like freckles in the water, but I just love that texture. I think the texture on the blade of the anchor is great and amazing. And the wood, you can actually see the brown in the wood and the grain. It's amazing. I love it, right? I think it's pretty good. Definitely good. Probably my best tattoo. Probably. And then after that, it's tough twisting my dang arms. I got this eagle, and he traced this. This was a stencil. This was an image I had him print out, and he did. But this is from the band The Story So Far, which wasn't back in 2014, but became one of my favorite bands I've seen probably 4 or 5, maybe not 4 or 5 times, but I've seen them a few times, at least twice, and they're one of my favorite bands of all time, period. But yeah, I just love the old American style, right? I love the style. It's like the old art style. I just love it. The traditional, I think it's called. Anyway, that's my story so far. Eagle tattoo. So far, obviously, a lot of my tattoos are band-related. And Berlin, Every Time I Die, Architects, The Story So Far, and there's a little bit more to come, for sure. There's more to come. I just forgot I have an Anthony Green-inspired tattoo. I totally forgot that. But, so that's it for here. That's it for my whole arm around here, except the hand. So in 2015, I decided I was going to move back home to Maryland. And preceding that decision, or include in that decision, was to get this tattoo. To symbolize, to put a period on that time in my life. This is a big deal. I was moving home from Reno. Me and my girlfriend at the time, who became my fiance and then my wife, she had family in Reno. We met in Maryland. Her parents moved back west. We moved together across the country. To Reno and stayed with her grandparents until we got our own place and eventually got married. Along the way, I fell in love with the band City and Color, which is a dude named Dallas Green. That's why the band is called City and Color, because his first name is a city and his last name is a color. Dallas Green. And he's super acoustic, indie, lovely, wonderful Canadian music. But anyway, I love City and Color. I don't listen to them as much anymore either. Have a good friend because of them, who I've never met in person, who lives in Canada. Anyway, this is actually album artwork from their album Sometimes, with the sparrow flying in the banner. And it doesn't say what it says in my banner on the album artwork. I put this in there. Says you must follow your heart. You must follow your heart. And I'm gonna let this dog in real quick, guys. So, hello, doggy. That is Merlin. He's a good dog. So, yeah, the song is emotional and powerful. The song's called Against the Grain. And when the wind does blow against the grain, you must follow your heart. It's a wonderful song. It's an amazing song. But yeah, that's why I got that. Then when I moved back home, I was kind of getting thirsty for some tattoos eventually. My life was way different home here in Maryland when I first got here than when I was in Reno. I could not maintain the same lifestyle, to say the least. I just could not maintain the same lifestyle. It was not going to work. It wasn't going to work in this area. People were just not open-minded enough. Not that I was a crazy person that went to like Burning Man or something like that, or any weird, super extreme lifestyle. I just realized that I kind of had to resettle. I had to settle back into Maryland. Life. But anyway, I got this tattoo. I worked at a coffee shop. I got this tattoo in 2016. It says sovereign. I don't know if you can tell. You can tell, I'm sure. It's just reversed when I'm looking at it right now. But it says sovereign on my hand. I love the placement. I thought it was cool. I like the decoration of it there on my hand like that. I like that, you know. But anyway, the reason I got it is because I really wanted to. It was a statement. It was a statement to myself. It was a statement to the world. It was a statement to everyone I knew. It was a statement. It was just a statement. It was a statement from me, basically. It says, you know what? I am me, you know? I make my own decisions. I live my own life. I don't need anyone to tell me how to live my life. I don't need anyone to tell me I'm making the wrong decisions. I don't need anyone to tell me anything like that at all. I am sovereign over myself. I am sovereign over my decisions. I can make my own decisions. I can live my own life. I am sovereign. That's why I got that tattoo, basically, which I don't fully agree with the same way anymore, not exactly, but that's what I thought at the time, and that's how I felt at the time. And the other thing is it came from, I'm doing a lot of pointing, like that. The other thing was, it was inspired from a song that I really love by Circa Survive, which is one of my other favorite bands of all time, period. Song called Sovereign Circle. And it's a really good song too. And it's sung by Anthony Green, the lead singer of Circa Survive, who Anthony Green is one of my favorite singers of all time. But anyway, it's my left arm tats. It's pretty crazy that I never got anything else after this. This was 2016. I didn't get anything else until I got into a relationship with someone that I should not have gotten in a relationship with, period. I shouldn't have done what I did, and I got into a serious relationship with someone that was much older than me, and it was just a flawed relationship. It was just flawed from the start, not meant to be. And I was kind of lost in life trying to figure things out. This is 2019, and we both went and got tattoos. And they both represented each other. They weren't our names, thankfully. Oh my gosh, that would be a horrible thing. I think everybody's smart enough not to get name tattoos, though, of their spouse. Or, I mean, spouse is a little different, but like, you know, girlfriend, something like that. You gotta be kidding me. This is my last tattoo. So it's a little scissors. I'm sorry about the angle, you guys. I can't see the screen while I'm trying to show you at the same time. But yeah, it's a pair of scissors there on my arm there. See the placement. I like the placement. I was gonna just keep to my left arm and not do anything on the right until I changed my mind. I was like, nah, let's just start on the right. We'll get things going on the right. Right? That's what I thought. Anyway, the funny thing is they are left-handed scissors, if you can tell. Some people who are hair cutter or hairdressers and stylists, they can tell, but they are left-handed scissors. And my girlfriend, who I eventually married and divorced, she was left-handed. And there's a little heart in the handle, of course, for her. And the one that she got a little bumblebee, like on her wrist area, a little bumblebee, because I called her honeybee or something like that. And so that's the story of my tattoos. And I don't have to stick to it because that's the truth. I don't have any more. I'm gonna get one tomorrow though, like right across my eyelid. No, I'm probably not getting any more. I'm probably not getting any more. Like, period. I had my nose pierced back in the day. I had my ears gauged. I had zeros in my ears back in the day, which is the size of McDonald's straw. Not that big, no. But like the size of a McDonald's straw. McDonald's straws are a little smaller, they're bigger than normal straws. So you can imagine a McDonald's straw hole in my ears. Used to have those. Had my nose pierced, re-pierced it later, and then got my septum pierced too. And that was my shortest lived piercing. I always wanted a septum piercing, and then I got it. And then this is after I joined the church. I had nose pierced there and septum, little thingy hanging down. And then the Holy Spirit was just like, the Holy Ghost was just like, he was just like he was like seriously, like, you need that? And I was just like, I know, I don't need it. You're right, I know. So I took it out after spending the money and took it out and got rid of it. But I had it for probably a few months, a couple months at least, 2 months, maybe even only a month. I don't know, short time. But took it out and let everything close up and heal. And it just felt like I was, I felt like I was like, it was a tough decision. It was one of those moments where the Spirit was like, you should do this thing or you should stop doing this thing. And I was like, but I don't really want to though. That's the thing. I don't want to, you know? But then I was like, nah, man, I'm just playing. Like if I sit around here and act like I don't know I shouldn't do this, then I'm just kidding myself. So I need to just take them out and be done. So that's what I did. So there you go, you guys. Thanks for watching. Yeah, it's my new watch I got recently. I love this watch, but little do most people know. Oh yeah, that's right, Merlin. It's just a cheap Walmart George watch. It's 20 bucks, but it's an awesome watch. I love it. No shame, dude. Love it. But anyway, yeah, I will talk to you all soon. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll let you know. I'll let you know when I can. Okay, see ya.